You are deliberately misleading us. You are deliberately misleading us, and we need to put that chair on the record. He's deliberately misleading us.
So the committee can't rely on a misleading statement.
Indlela owenza ngayo ngathi umngani kaGeneral Sibiya. Uyabona uvuma lokho, uphike lokho. Ukuphika ukuvume futhi. Lama day
Chief of Staff, is this affidavit your affidavit?
Yes, it's correct.
Do you confirm everything that is in this affidavit?
It's correct.
Did you have your gadgets when you were writing this affidavit?
No dates, I was thumb sucking.
So we are being given a thumb-sucked information here in front of the nation, and we must accept that. Because the simple thing should have been to the evidence leaders, I don't have my gadgets, and as a result, I'm unable to give you an accurate information. Because you are under oath. Some of these things are going to come across as being lies under oath, because you didn't have the equipment. So this information written here is not worth the paper written on, because it's thumb-sucked. Why should we proceed with these proceedings if you are saying you don't remember anything before or after? When you are caught, you change, it must have been before. Because here, paragraph 78, I confirm that I knew who Brown Mkhwanazi was, and that the minister too knew Brown Mkhwanazi from Northwest. Lieutenant General sent Brown Mkhwanazi's number to me, and I confirmed that it was indeed Brown Mkhwanazi's number. This is a very serious detail, which you can't just give if you don't make reference to anything at your disposal. You even give specific date. You say 30th September. We struggle with our children's birthdays here. When you remember 30th September without facilities, and then you come and say, when it doesn't favor you, I don't have my gadgets, therefore I don't remember. But we have an affidavit which they are saying it was thumb-sucked. Chair, thanks.
That is a sworn statement, and on top of it is the oath that has been administered here. Chief Whip, you will respond to the two. I'm taking the question from Honorable Malema and then the Chief Whip. Then we'll give you time to respond. Chief Whip?
No, thanks, Chair. Good afternoon.
I'm coming, Honorable Skosana. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I'm partly covered by what Honorable Malema has raised, because my question primarily, Mr. Nkabinde, was to ascertain the basis upon which you were deciding on your own in affidavit to choose October, November. What were the basis? I understand that the catchers are not with you. I understand that there's a Lisugisigi meeting, but there are two choices you have made which are quite striking. And these are choices you made voluntarily. The first one is to decide that we are going to say October, November. The second choice you have made here now before us is the second choice you have made without us forcing you to decide on it, is to tell us that essentially the only time you had the number or the contact details of Mr. Mkhwanazi was shortly few days before you arrange the October-November meeting. That's your choice as well. We did not force you to that decision. So my question is, what makes you to, I mean, the first one, why did you decide to place November, October, November?
Let's start with the matters raised by Honorable Malema.
Chairperson, when I was consulted by the evidence leader, I was upfront with them that it is so unfortunate that I can't be precise with dates because I don't have information with me because of gadgets. Then I was advised to more or less, do you think it could be when? So this, I made this reference based on that, of which now I can confirm guided by the call of General Mkhwanazi, of which even that call, I can't be precisely, it was 30 September. I'm just guided by what he said. But
Yeah,
I can be...
Just hold it a moment. If we are not accurate in terms of the dates or the days, let's use the chronological method. Between the two events, which one came first? Lusikisiki and the October-November meeting.
It means it was an oversight on my side. The meeting of Mkhwanazi, it can't be after Lusikisiki. It's before.
The meeting that
Of Mkhwanazi
that
will be
Mkhwanazi,
before.
and then General Mkhwanazi gave you Mkhwanazi's number in terms of your sworn statement after at Lusikisiki, which comes after the October-November meeting.
That's correct, Chair.
But you say that was the time when you first got Mkhwanazi's number. It was when you were given by Mkhwanazi.
No, Chair. The
Li-
first, I was given by the
yeah,
minister.
I want you to understand it. How possible is that the minister requests you to have a meeting, to arrange a meeting, and the minister gives you Mkhwanazi's number, then you call a meeting, the meeting happens, and then thereafter there is an event at Lusikisiki. General Mkhwanazi gives you again the number that you have already, and you confirm that indeed this is Mkhwanazi's number. This is chronological.
Hence, Chair, I'm saying, guided by the call of General Mkhwanazi, that he's asking me if I know Mkhwanazi. That will be after I got the number from the minister, and that will be after the meeting of Mkhwanazi and the minister. Because there was no way I would have a number to confirm to Mkhwanazi without me having his number during of that meeting facilitation.
Did both of them give you Mkhwanazi's number? Both the minister. Okay, between the minister and General Mkhwanazi, who was the first to give you Mkhwanazi's number?
The minister.
And then when General Mkhwanazi gave you Mkhwanazi's number, you already had it.
Yes, I already had it, then I had to confirm it.
Why did you have to confirm it? Because you had already spoken to Mkhwanazi to arrange a meeting.
No, General Mkhwanazi, it was on a different context. General Mkhwanazi was asking, do you know a person called Mkhwanazi? He said he knows the minister. Then I confirmed that, yes, we know that guy. Is this his number? He was further confirming. Then I checked that, I said, yes, it is his number.
Okay. We have to do this. We are going to spend some time on this matter. I must just note, let me check first with you. The answers that have been given to your question, Honorable Malema, do you want to make follow-ups?
No, Chair, we see, Chief of Staff, we were very serious, and you are under oath. You can't say, guided by Mkhwanazi's call, now you know that you actually received the number before that call. Because you are the one who's writing the statement. At paragraph number 6, you write about Mkhwanazi's call to you. And you even write a specific date. If you are guided by that, it should have guided you when you were writing it here. Because then you proceed at paragraph 80 to say for the first time you received a number is when the minister gave it to you. You get Mkhwanazi's thing on paragraph 76, which must now help you to remember when did I get this number. You still proceed to write October even when you wrote Mkhwanazi's thing. It's a shifting goalpost. When he's caught, he says, hey, I can't remember. oh, now I'm guided by Mkhwanazi. Mkhwanazi should have guided you when you were writing this. You wrote it on 76, and then you wrote the other one on 80. You read this affidavit. You wrote it, you read it, you then even confirmed that you understand what you wrote here. But what you wrote here contradicts exactly what you are trying to tell us. Can you accept that you are misrepresenting the facts here and that you completely want to apologize or to a particular extent even ask that you withdraw this affidavit and go and do a proper affidavit where you remember dates? Because this, once you start shifting it around, it's no longer the original affidavit. Once you start saying 80 must come before 76, then it's no longer the original affidavit before us here. You'll have to go and do a new affidavit and then do a sworn thing and then come and administer oath properly, because this is a misrepresentation which you must not accept as a committee.
What is your comment?
My comment, Chair, where in my affidavit, where there are specific dates that are mentioned or a period, I could apologize to the committee that it could be not a correct and a correct version because there was nothing assisting me in recollecting. But I did mention to the evidence leader that I'm having this predicament. And then the evidence leader guided me that at least can you estimate? So it was on those bases. But if there are this discrepancy in terms of dates and the period, it's because I don't have a help on my accurate information from my gadget, which is over the month is not been returned to me.
The Chief Whip has asked you.
Yeah, no, you remember the question, okay, I think maybe you've dealt with it when you are saying, because I was asking what makes you choose October, November. I think from what you are saying, you were guided to. The last point I wanted to make on this date issue, Chair, is that in terms of your now presentation, Mr. Nkabinde, should we therefore, and I'm saying this notwithstanding what Mr. Malema had said earlier on, should we therefore accept that your actual meeting, I mean your actual, the meeting, the first meeting between the minister and Mr. Brown Mkhwanazi, which was coordinated by you, would have taken place before the 30th of September?
That is correct, sir.
Okay. Thanks, Chair.
Honorable James.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Nkabinde, jy mors ons se tyd hier vandag. You're really wasting our time. I want to ask you, are you the only person in that department that has access to dates? Does the minister not have a PA? No other support staff you could have verified these dates with? That's the one thing. Secondly, you've given us a sworn statement. You have sworn this morning. You now come and you say you have thumbsuck dates. You have a guided statement, and your dates are based on what previous witnesses have said. Are we really meant to probe further on a statement that is not truthful, on a statement that won't guide us to a means to an end, because that's why we're here. We need to connect the dots. And when you're sitting there telling us, I don't know, it could have been 2 months prior, it could have been 2 months earlier, that is not even close. Are we meant to sit here today and even probe you with as to when things happened when you've given us a written statement? I don't think we should continue with you today.
Chair, in terms of arranging the meeting with Brown, there will be no other staff member who would have been involved, because it was only me having a Brown's number and contacting Brown. And another thing with the statement, I was truthful and very open to the evidence leaders. Then they drafted the statement for me. When they drafted a statement for me, after we consulted, we checked it, rectified, but I was open to them that I'm not too sure about the sequence of events because I don't have anywhere to recollect. But I am confirming that a sequence of events, Mkhwanazi would have called me after that meeting. I'm guided by that, Chair.
Okay. Honorable Nomvalo.
Yeah, no, Chair. You see, our problem is that we are relying on the sequence of events here. And the sequence of events is explained by dates. To say on this date, this is what happened. And that is explained from the first to the last paragraph. If what we're being told here is anything to go by, it means the whole statement is misleading. So the committee can't rely on a misleading statement. And two, even if the statement was written by the evidence leader, they gave you to read the statement. They made you to confirm the content of the statement. And you signed the statement, unless you are telling us that you signed it ad duress. If you are saying to us they made you to sign forcefully, then we can understand. But if they made you to read the statement and allowed you to sign it before the statement was commissioned, then it means the problem is with you. I think, Chair, the only option we have here, because we can't rely on a misleading statement. This is a misleading statement because he says he is not sure of the dates that he has written here. And the statement is reflective of dates from the first to the last paragraph. So there is no need for us to have this interview unless we are saying we have appetite of engaging in a talk show. Because this is a talk show. If he says, no, I made some mistake, some of these dates are not accurate, I did not have my gadgets. This is a statement for which you must be accountable in future. Because we make records here to say under oath, this is what you said to us. These are the dates that you gave to us. So there's absolutely no need for this interview. Nkabinde must go and write a proper statement and come back to an interview when he's ready for this interview. Unless he says he is ready to continue misleading this committee. If he says he wants to mislead us, then he can mislead us, but we are not prepared to sit in a talk show. This is a waste of time. Thank you.
I would suggest that we must not drive it that way. If there are questions that members want to ask him the question. We are about to break. That is where members can make suggestions during break as to how they view today's proceedings. But for now, let's check if there is any matter that you may want to raise with the witness. Honorable Skosana.
Thank you, Chair. The earlier, Chair, I've asked the witness, and perhaps I was misquoted. But I'm disappointed that I'm here again. I was sitting somewhere there, Section 194 Committee. The same thing happened here, that one witness said that Ngugatoyi did his submission. Today, we are told our legal team has done that. But it's upon you, it's your responsibility before you sign that this is a true reflection of what we have discussed with the consultation team. But now, if we are sitting here, we are not sure, because I wanted to go back to say, if you remember my question, the issue of Lusikisiki, that Brown Mkhwanazi was not there. Are you sure about that? One, because you didn't know Brown Mkhwanazi, as you said. Yourself, it's not me who's saying that. You didn't know Brown Mkhwanazi, And I guess in Lusukisiki, it was not only you and the minister and the family. There were a lot of people in that area. But for me, my disappointment now, as you already confessed that you don't think this is a true reflection because it was written for you. But my worry is that even if so, you are supposed to read it. Because now we are speculating November, December, but Chair, thank you.
What are the questions that you want to ask the witness?
My time will come if we are continuing. I wanted clarity because I'm making my own, because I asked him earlier, Chair, to say I don't want him to feel like he's ambushed here.
Okay.
Thank you.
I thought you had questions. That is why I recognized you.
I'll have question later, sir. I wanted clarity. My
Honorable-
question will come, Chair. Thank you.
Honorable Shongwe.
Thank you, Chair. Ngiqale ngokuxolisa Chair kwi-committee nezwe lonke ukuthi ngifike late. Bengisesibhedlela kushe imikhukhu lapha eBarcelona eKhayelisha 7 imikhukhu ishile. Bekungana imoto zokucima so besicima lapho. Mfaka Mcusa ngibingelele baba. Angiqale ngokubonga uHonorable Nomvalo ngokusivezela le discrepancy engaka. Mfaka Mcusa owami umbuzo ule muva ngisele kakhulu. Kunesilungu esithi show me your friends, I'll show you who you are. Ubani umngane wakho between ubaba Mkhwanazi nobaba uSibiya? Or lo beka best friend between the two, ubani beka best friend wakho?
General Mkhwanazi.
Hey. Angeneme kahle mfethu. Ngoba indlela owenza ngayo ngathi umngane kaGeneral Sibiya. Uyabona uvuma lokho, uphike lokho. Ukuphika ukuvume futhi. Lama date lawo mfethu bekumele wena ufika la. Ukucacisa ukuthi hey ngithathelwa amafoni ngicela ukungabhali istatement. Uyabona nje ngabe uyangicela ukuthi shongo mfethu ngicela ungicelele ku chair bangikhulule ngiye ekhaya. La kusesigodlweni kuyashisa mntaka baba. Angeke wacamba manga. So ngicela ukuthi mhlawumbe awubona uchair masiphuma la, yabona. Nixoxe mhlawumbe uyele ekhaya kababa uphinde ubuye ngoba ayichangeke. Lento evezo umfoka Nomvalo isichaqhe yonke lento. Mina ngisasikholwa ke lesi statement sakho mntaka baba. Mhlawumbe awufuna ukuthi uthole ithuba lokuthi usibhale futhi.